Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to the stream. Um, Racing Formula 4 at Virginia. I forgot to close my door. Yeah, I apologize for that. I have not registered for the race. We are in very, very late. It starts at 2. Okay, the thing doesn't want to focus. Focus, boy. Okay, it looks really dark. It'll fix itself in a little bit. It's not that dark in my room, so I don't know why it's doing that. I'm gonna turn on trading paints. Again, we are racing. Dang, why is it so dark? Yeah. Anyways, I think it's just gonna stay like that. It usually fixes itself in a little bit. We are going to join the practice session. I have not put on my I just joined really, really late. And yeah, but it's gonna be a good race. Practice is going to it's like about to start. And I don't know. It's gonna be a good race. We're again racing in the Red Bull livery. 15 minutes around Virginia. We usually end up using all 8 minutes of qualifying. So, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting nonetheless, just like yesterday. But it's gonna be a pretty good race. It's always more so about surviving rather than it is like taking a lot of risks. But again, I drive very aggressively, so we'll see how that goes. Let me open up the view count. Hey, thank you, Maris. Awesome stuff. All right. Got him. Yep, it says one viewer. Thank you much for being here. Racing Virginia International in Formula 4 cars. In the Red Bull, which again, this will be our third time racing Formula 4 at Virginia. I have raced the FF1600 here in the past, as well as the BMW M2. But yeah, it is a decently difficult corner. So this is turn 1. Okay, it just loaded. This is practice, but qualifying is about to start. So yeah, qualifying for your race session is about to start. It shouldn't take that long to load. But yeah, it is going to be a great race. I can feel it. I do hope to in qualifying set around something that could get us pole position, podium at least. And I do think a 151 lap time would do that, or maybe a 150.9 if we can set that. I'm running 55% brake bias, and we are driving the Red Bull car. It is 2 hot laps, and before the 2 hot laps during qualifying, there's the out lap. So we will do that for qualifying, which is currently practice is about to finish in like a minute or two. Probably a minute, but all right, it just finished loading. Yeah, practice is about to end. I will still go out though.
Go left.
Yep. Again, I just joined practice because 55 seconds of practice is 55 seconds of practice. But yeah, qualifying has started. It is 3 laps, 1 out lap, 2 hot laps, 55% brake bias. It's supposed to, the weather is just going to stay the same.
We expect these conditions to continue.
Yeah, it is. Humidity is only going to change upon, but yeah. Can't push the car while it's on cold tires.
Green, green, green. Okay, here comes your first time lap.
Next lap. We still have one more hot lap. So which I think our tires will be in more optimal temperature by then. So will the brakes also need heating up, so.
Checkered flag.
Not a bad lap at all. We were like the car's very slidey, but then again, that's just the consequences of the track being hot. Okay, 5th place. That is not bad at all. I'm actually really happy. Ooh. People setting 49s. 49.559, 50.4, 51.724. Yeah, really, really good drivers today. That was a pretty good lap, I'd say. Again, a 52 is not... Hold up, let me check chat. I can't really read it. Dang, can I do this with my 2009 Ford Escape? I mean, you can. It's just a matter if it's gonna stay on the road or not. They are really top heavy. They would probably tip over, but probably Max Verstappen could. He can drive. He said he can drive a shopping cart to the limit. So if he can drive a shopping cart, then I think a 2009 Escape is just fine. All right. We are starting 5th. Let's look at the laps. We're starting 6th now. Somebody passed us by a quarter of a second. So first place, Seb Mins, very good driver, 149.559. I congratulate him on that. That is a very good lap time. Francesco Gentili from Italy, setting a 50.4, also a very good lap. Then Joseph Anderson Hodgin from the United States, setting a 151.697. Michael Eddy setting a 51.724. Travis Frank setting a 52.244. And then I set a 52.561, which we can still find a lot of speed. It's just a matter of warming up those tires and keeping the car grounded. We will do a clutch start. It's gonna be a very good start. I do think if we get a pretty good launch, we will be able to go from 5th to possibly the podium. Today will be a chance to fight for the podium. That is what we will be doing. Yeah, so there is a visible gap.
Field is 758.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that sucks. Um, I have to go for like 5 minutes. Probably more. Some guy is here. He is picking up something. Oh my god, I should have thought about that. I told him 2:15. I meant 3:15. Okay. Well, he came over here. That was completely my mistake. Yeah, I missed the start. So I am going to put it on. Where's OBS?
Green, green, green.
Yeah, I heard green, green, green. No. Open up OBS. I'm going to throw this on start. Actually, I would just leave it at just chatting. I will be back in like 5 minutes. Ugh. Okay. Okay, I'm back. That was such a big mistake. No, because yeah, that's one of those things where my mind was on the race, and at the time it was like 150, and I was just like, "Hey, get here 2:15." It was 3:15, and we missed the race. So I mean, we can still join, but we're like really, really behind. Dang. Ugh. I mean, is there a point in still driving? Like, there's always a point in driving. We're still gonna drive. The stream will continue, but dang, that really sucks. But hey, money's money. Like, I had to sell some things. I don't know if you guys see that shelf over there, but that thing's full of stuff to sell. And I forgot to bring something else. Okay. What y'all want me to do, chat? Tell me what y'all want me to drive. Because honestly, at this point, I think we're just going to play Assetto Corsa like every single other day. And let me see if I can find a 2009 Ford Escape. Let's see if we can drive a 2009 Ford Escape. Or I think it's a 2008. Assetto Corsa. It's very unlikely, but if we can, that will be hilarious. I honestly don't think so. Like, I'm gonna look for it. 2000. All you guys can see, yeah, all you guys can see is my face right now. Ford Escape. If I can find it, we're gonna drive it at Spa, and we're gonna compare it to a Formula One car. It's really hard to find them. Non. Okay, so I found one. It looks similar. Let me look for it. Ford. Ford Escort, Sierra, Ford Mustang, Ford Escort. Whoop, whoop. He's just under the police. Let's see. Ah, I see a lot of Fords. Ford Escorts. How about an Impala? An Impala would be good too. There's also a Spec Racer. Okay, see, I see this one, but it doesn't let me get to it. So I found the Escape, but it's the Police Interceptor. But now I have to find it at a place where it won't. That's an F-150. It's also an F-150. I can do it on my laptop and then put it towards the server, and then that would, because it's not letting me on here. Okay. I'm gonna do it on my laptop and then I'm gonna transfer it over to the server because that's how it works on my server. But yeah, we will be driving fun cars. Okay, here we go. That we will also including within the Ford Escape that we'll be trying to drive. We'll also be driving the 2026 Cadillac and the Arlington Grand Prix circuit. Is there no surge? Oh, okay, here we go. I know cop cars. Here it is. Police interceptor. Let's see. Uh, there's more variety of cars here, so I'm gonna grab like 4. Because there's the police interceptor. Okay, so I cannot. You know where this car would actually be? It's actually hilarious in Gran Turismo. I actually think Gran Turismo has that car. Or some type of mid-size 2008 SUV. But how about a 6'4" Impala? There's a 61 Impala. Ooh, y'all know which Impalas I like? I like the like what year is this one? Is it a 97 Impala? The ones that are like really round at the top. Yes, a 97 Impala. Those are sick. I really like those 97 Impalas. Okay, somebody sent a message. Oh, awesome. Faux show. The guy left me a rating, which is really cool. So there's 2 cop cars, Ford Escapes. Overpowered, has too much traction. Download file. Again, this is taking long because I have to look for them. So apologies on y'all's end because all y'all see is me looking down at the screen. So I apologize for that, but wait, this is sick. There's a 6'4" Impala but a drift car. That is definitely something we'll be trying out. All right, that is sick. And there's different colors. Yeah, I will definitely. So it will be the Ford Escape and the 6'4" Impala drift car. Download file. Again, this will go from my laptop over to my server and back over to the computer. So it's going to be like boom, boom, boom. It's going to be everywhere. Download file. I haven't drifted, to be honest. Like, I think since the last time you guys saw me drift. So I do have to reconnect the handbrake. It is currently disconnected. I don't even know which USB it is. It's somewhere in that whole mess of cables behind my monitors. These 2 already downloaded. Now I just gotta go to File Manager. Date modified. paste. Okay, it's about to finish. It's 11% done, 15% now. So we are going to be drifting a 6'4 Impala. We are going to be driving a Ford Escape Police Interceptor around Spa, comparing it to the Cadillac 2026 Formula One car, and maybe the Red Bull. I'm much more fond of the Red Bull. I find that I can that car suits me better, at least. So, but yeah, paddle shifters. I do need to reconnect that. Once I put my laptop up there, that's when I'll reconnect the thing. Okay, yeah, they're both connected. Take off my steering wheel. Okay, I don't know which cable this is. I would think it's this one. Okay, it's connected. I don't think y'all can even hear me. Okay, it's connected now. There's a little light under it that shines. Let's see. Drifting or driving, chat? Tell me which one y'all want, because I have both cars ready to drive. I just need to put my boots back on. I drive with racing boots, which I know a lot of people, I don't see, okay, the camera's dark again. I don't know why it does that. But a lot of people I see, they drive just with socks, and I'm like, one, how is that comfortable? All right, let's do drifting then. I haven't drifted in a minute, but I'm pretty good at it. We're gonna go to Silverstone or something. But yeah, a 6'4 Impala. A lot of, for those of you who don't know, muscle cars are actually very good drift cars because of the immense amount of torque that they have, and a lot of them, like the 6'4 Impala, are very long. So you can just whip out the weight. Look at the drift wheel. Okay, that's hooked up. We got the handbrake. Where's my keyboard? Okay, here we go. Okay, why is it focusing on the steering wheel? Okay, there. Trying to make sure I don't leak my IP address. Of course it's not. Oh my god, caps lock is on. That makes sense. I was wondering why the thing wasn't working, and then it said caps lock is on. I hate that it give me cut. It just says opening these files might be harmful to your computer. There, it's done. Yes. Now we will move them over from downloads over to Content Manager. Install all. I'm going to move everything off of here because whenever I'm drifting, everything starts shifting. Okay, there. I am going to now share my screen again because I am no longer vulnerable. What was that? I meant I'm no longer vulnerable to exposing my IP address. This is the Cadillac 2026. Again, it is very dark. I don't know why the photos are so dark, but nonetheless, It is a very, yeah, but here's that 6.4 Impala, which I will. Oh, it's like a candy red. And let's go. We have a drift track. Why did it do that? No. Uh, DLC, no tags. Drift. Black Cat County Brands Hatch DCR Challenge. This one, I think. The Highlands is also very good. Let's go to the drift. Gonna put my gloves on. Tires in Love Train Impala are misconfigured. Ooh, that's clean. Okay, I'm looking at the paint job, and it's a little weird. You guys can't see it, but on the back it's a little goofy. But this is clean. I didn't like. This is gonna be nice to drift. Again, we are driving manual. I have an H-gate shifter. We are driving this manual. We're gonna start in neutral. Okay. Sounds pretty nice. Oh, immediately I can feel the torque. Oh, that's clean. Okay. Now this is something. This is very fun. Let's go around here in the center. Let's hit a nasty drift right here. Look at it. Oh, this is so, like, it's a really fun car to drive. Oh, that was clean. Okay. Let's look at the replay, but from the outside, because that was a really good run. Although we went off the road multiple times. F1. Yeah, see, that's what I was talking about. The paint's a little weird, but overall it looks decent. All right, fast forward. There's no like far chase. Okay, there is. It is a really fun car to drive. And it sounds really nice. Let's fast forward. Over here, this one was really good. Clipping the dirt a little bit, but ain't no thing. And then right here. Let's retry that because that was really fun. That wasn't that good, but. Oh, that's clean. Ooh, that one's gonna look good. That was so cool. Let's replay that. Yeah, from a different. The start wasn't the best, but then once you get the hang of it. Also, the car just sounds great. This car came with the 454. Right after here. Ooh, yeah. Right here, right towards the end. Is that not the cleanest drift y'all have ever seen? Try this for a little bit longer and then we'll go on to the 2008 Escape. Okay, that is really cool. I'm gonna hit the wall. That is insanely fun. To be honest with y'all, the only cars that I've ever drifted are Japanese, I think. And German. This one's one of my favorite drift cars, but wow, that is fun to drive. The paint job's questionable, but it is such a fun car for 270 horsepower. Now let's drive the Escape. I know this isn't a 2008. This is more so like a 2014, but it's a Ford Escape. We are going to drive around Spa. I am almost 100% sure the lap times are going to be absolute trash. Like, not comparable at all to the Formula One car that we'll be driving. But I do need to swap out the steering wheel. There we go. To protect and serve, am I right? This is again the newer model. But we will be driving it to the best of our limit. Wow, this car's incredibly understeer. I am so high up. I have a feeling it's not going to take Arush flat out. And if it does, that'll be crazy. Yeah. Okay. We're dead. Okay, so it doesn't take Arush flat out. That is a good thing to know. Restart session. 2 laps. We're going to turn traction control off. We're going to let ABS on 1. Okay. Dang, even trail braking is bad. Look at the immense amount of understeer. It's not even death wobble or nothing. Oh, we're gonna have to brake so early. And it still doesn't do anything. Okay, you have to brake. Also, keep in mind that these cars are heavy. I'm just trying to get done with this one so we can do the fast lap, and then the Formula 1 lap shouldn't take too long. Oh my god, it is so slow. That little beeping noise is me trying to downshift, but this car has a very controlling ECU. So it does not let me downshift because of downshift protection. But it's because this is a road car. Keep in mind that these cars are not meant to go to high RPMs. It is so slow. And it actually handles like a boat. You can't even use trail braking on this car. As a road car, this is perfect. Like, for somebody who is not driving, which, again, any mid-size SUV is not for anybody who's racing. But I can see how this is a good road car because it understeers so much. There's basically no spinning out risk. I can't even take... I couldn't even take that corner flat out. I actually think a lap is going to take like an hour. I don't even want to know how long it would take me to finish the Nordschleifer in this car. So it took 3 minutes 12. That's how long the lap was. That is insanely slow. Also, it understeers like crazy. So that does make sense because it is such a big, bulky engine. Now, onto the Cadillac 2026. The Cadillac 2026, driven by Sergio Checo Perez, the only Mexican driver currently on the grid. It's a very fun car. And noticeable differences immediately, which these are basically polar opposite ends of cars, is that I can take Eau Rouge flat out, and I can brake right as the apex starts, right here, and I can still make a corner. In the Escape, I braked at the 200 board. And the Escape didn't make it, so... Switch through here, you just kind of have to give it a lift. This is the push lap. Like I said, polar opposite ends of cars. The Ford Escape was a 320. It was like a 322. This was a 154. Being that I was just comparing them more so to show y'all the differences in driving technique. Because in the Ford Escape, although I was still trail braking, it wasn't making that much of a difference between steering and handling because of its immense weight. On racing cars like the Cadillac that we just drove, they weigh so little that little changes in braking are a big factor in just cornering and all of that. So I can definitely see how the Ford Escape is a great road car, not a great racing car at all. Um, Again, being that they're top heavy, they are very, very high up. So as you're driving, it's like about to tip over. This car, again, insane car to drive. It was a very, very fun car to drive. We'll definitely be driving that one more often. But yeah, it was an insane, like the Impala, the 6.4 Impala was very cool to drive. The Ford Escape, especially Spa, is a very, I think Suzuka might have been maybe a better place to try it out because Suzuka has basically every single corner, but Spa is also a very good benchmark racetrack because it has basically every single type of corner. It has a sweeper, hairpin, the spoon. Suzuka has more, but again, it's a very, I can see why cops use it. It's very hard to spin out in one of these in the Ford Escape. I forget that you guys can't see my screen anymore. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to everybody watching right now. Thank you to Maoist for watching. The Goat and Unk. But yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you to everybody for watching. Make sure y'all follow me on all of my socials. I post on YouTube, like I stream every single day. So yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. Most likely I'll see y'all Monday. I will see y'all next time.